Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing really, really well today. Every single week, we do some kind of tool, tip, training, inspiration inside of the Empaths and Sensitives Facebook group. We go live there. We're also live on YouTube at the same time, where some people like to watch, which is awesome. If you are here with me live, would you please say hello in the chat? Whether you're on YouTube or in our Facebook group, I'd love to say hi back to you. If you're catching the replay, please put hashtag replay. And I'd love to say hi to you also. I know a lot of people can't make it at this hour live, and that's okay. And I'm just glad you're here. Melanie, good to see you. Hello, Facebook user. Sometimes I can see your name if you've allowed StreamYard to use to see your name, and some people don't let me see it, and that's okay. Hello, Facebook user. Jennifer, good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. Again, every week I do some type of tool tip training, inspo or something like that, something in the intuitive life coaching realm. Sometimes it's intuitive, sometimes it's inner work, sometimes it's coaching, sometimes we do energy work. Somewhere in there, that is my wheelhouse. I have a passion to be in those spaces. And I either want you, if you're interested in this stuff, that's awesome. And you either use it for you to see if these tools work for you and your life improves. That is an awesome goal. Or maybe you're using these tools on you, and if they're working, you're using these tools to help others. That is an awesome goal for us also. I think theory is, I'm sure there's value and there's importance to the theory of things. I don't spend much time there. I'm more of an experimenter, a doer. I like to actually do things and see what kind of results we get. And I base things off of that more than like just reading about things. I like to do things to see if they're true. So you'll notice on most of these live events, we're doing things. I'm asking you to do a try a meditation and see how you feel. I'm asking you to do some energy work and tell me if you feel a difference. Because if we're actually doing the work and feeling a difference and it's improving our lives, then we should keep doing that, right? And if we find ourselves doing things that are disempowering our lives, we want to also wake up to that and let those things go. And if we really do more of the things that serve us and empower us, create clarity and get us on our life path, I can't think of a better life. If the only thing I really want to do in the world is help people improve their lives, if that's what they want, to get to where they say they want to go in their life. I love helping people with that. And I bet you are that person too. I bet I don't care if you call that a coach, a teacher, a healer, helper, light worker, intuitive. You get to call yourself anything you want, but we really have a deep passion to help in the world, to make life better for people, the planet, the animals, the children. I think that's why we're here. I went on a tangent already. Okay, let's get going. Okay, here's what our thing is about today. We're going to tap into our own inner guidance. The truth is, and you guys already know this, we all have our own answers. Now, I'm going to put a little caveat with this. I truly believe we have our answers, but I also believe we can't access the answers always by ourselves. I can't always see my own blocks, limits, filters. I know I have them. I can't see them. It's when I get with a coach or a practitioner or get with somebody like you, all of us here together, and we create this bubble that I actually can expand more than I can on my own. Okay? And I'm not saying there's work to do on your own, but there's a lot of value in working together in a community or with a practitioner. Okay. Success catalyst. I love that. I love that. Okay, so let's get going. We're going to do this together. We have our own answers. We all agree with that, I hope. And you get to decide if this is true for you, that being in a community or having a guide can sometimes prompt your answers better than when you're on your own. And then there's probably times where it's true when you're by yourself and have time to think that the answers can become more clear. So both can be true. Okay. Both are true. Okay. So we'll give ourselves time to be alone and contemplate, and we'll be in communities of like-minded people, or people who have the same, mindset as us, or the same desires as us, and get with them and hang out. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to tap into our own guidance. We know we have the answers, and I'm going to guide you. And first thing I need you to do is have a question. So part of today is come with a question, leave with the answer. Come with the question, leave with the answer. Do you have a question? You can either put your question in the chat, but you don't really need to. Just put yes or no in the chat that you've got a question. I want you to write it down on your piece of paper if you have it. Put your question that you want your own inner guidance to answer in a way that you've never experienced before. Or you've experienced it and you just need to hear it again. I think that could be true too. Get your question. Write your question on your paper. I already did mine. What's the best way to serve you today? And I sat quietly and I got the answer. So we're going to do it the way I was guided to do it this morning. Okay, type yes in the chat once you get your question. Write your question down so you don't forget it, because I'm going to take you through a meditation and you might forget about it. Okay, awesome. Okay, let's get going then. Sounds like everybody's got their question. You've typed it down, or written it down, or typed it if that's what you did. And if you're ready, now that we've set the intention with the question and the intention to get an inner guidance answer, let's do the meditation. Eyes closed. Get inside yourself. Feel into your heart space. Take a breath in. Feel your chest expand. Soften your belly. Feel the breath go all the way down to your belly and fill up your belly. I really want you to let your belly pooch out. And if you're someone who holds their belly in just out of habit, don't do that right now. Pooch out. Breathe into it. Bubble your belly out. Fill it with air. It really needs it. And then exhale. Do that a few times. Soft belly first. Breathe in. Notice the breath go up through your nose, down your throat, into your chest. Belly. Breath in the belly. Exhale. One more time. Follow that breath up through your nose, down your throat, into your upper chest, ribs, down to your belly. Fill up your belly. Belly stays soft and relaxed as you exhale. Good. Okay, stay inside your body. Let's notice our bellies. Give ourselves those Buddha bellies, soft, soft, soft. Let the belly stay soft. Come up to your heart. Just notice how that feels. This exercise alone gets you into your body. Okay, come up to your head. Kind of breathe into your head and give it a good stretch. Go to your throat. Just notice what that feels like. Breathe into your throat and stretch it out. It sounds weird, but like if you were going to stretch taffy, stretch out your throat with the in-breath. Exhale and let it come back to settled on the out-breath. Do it again. Breathe in, stretch out your throat area, even your ears and your upper shoulders. Exhale and just either let it stay stretched out if it wants to, or let it just settle back, but in a comfortable position. Let's bring our awareness to our hips. Same thing. I want you to bring a breath all the way down to your hips and stretch out your hips. Left, right, forwards, backwards, up and down. Soft belly. Belly stays soft while you breathe into your hips in all the different directions. Good. Come up to your heart space, which is really easy for our kind of people to identify with, that heart space. Breathe into that heart space. Let the heart space expand out, left, right, back and forth, up and down. I want you to keep those breaths going, expanding the heart space while I talk to you. Did you ever see like a crystal or a diamond? And when the sun hits it a certain way, it like the light goes off into 1,000 different directions. I want you to feel that same, or visualize or feel that same thing in your heart space. Your heart's like a diamond or a crystal. And when the light hits it, it just has that beautiful colors that just expand out, 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 out. Good. Come up to your head space again. Same thing. Imagine, sense, and feel the diamond or the crystal that when the light hits it, you just get to see all the rainbow light everywhere. Same thing. Breathe in your head. Expand that rainbow light or the prism. See it go in all different directions. And when I exhale, I just kind of let it come back in a little bit and really relaxed though. And let's do it again. Breathe in to your head. Expand that light. Notice what that light connects to. Or maybe it doesn't connect to anything. It doesn't matter. Notice how far you can stretch it out. And notice how good it feels to have this big stretch. Beautiful. Okay. Stay. Let's come back to your heart space right now. Beautiful. Notice how you feel. And before we do the next part, let's do a little bit of a clearing right now. I want you to imagine, sense, and feel your family and friends. Where do they exist within you? I want you to lovingly release them for just a minute. Put them to the side. Just let that energy go for a minute. The attachments, the obligations, the things to do, the grocery list, the work, the cleaning, the living, daily human life. Wherever that exists within you, I want you to, mine's going in a backpack right now and I'm zipping it up and just putting it to the side so I can do this exercise. If you like that idea, do it. You can let it drift away in a balloon. You can put it in the backpack. We just don't need it right now. We're doing an exercise for us. Okay, notice how that feels now that you put it in the backpack or to the side or in a balloon. Notice how you feel. Now I want you to bring in your question that you have, that you would like your inner guidance, you would like more information on. Bring that question into your heart space. Ask yourself that question while you keep your focus on your heart space. And ask the question. Put it in a question form so it creates a sense of curiosity. And I start mine like this. I wonder. And ask yourself that question and just sit there and see what you notice. I'll call you back. The information might come as a sensation, as a thought, as an image, as something you hear, or a combination of those things. You might notice emotions, feelings. Okay. What I want you to go ahead now and acknowledge the information that you got there and feel that sense of gratitude and appreciation. And I don't care if it was super subtle or very obvious, just trust. And I want you to bring your awareness up to your head space again, like we did before. Bring all your awareness to your head and ask the same question again in your head space. The answers might be the same, they might be different. Let's see what happens. Go ahead and ask the question in curiosity and openness. I wonder. And just sit there and feel the sensations, the thoughts, the feelings, what you hear, what you know. Again, it could be something, it could be subtle, it could be obvious. Trust it. And then whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Go ahead and write down anything that came to you, either from your heart space or your head space. It doesn't matter. Write down. Give yourself a minute right now to write. I wish we could just unmute and talk to each other. I'd love to know what happened. I'd love to know what you experienced. I'm going to ask you a few questions and type yes or no in the chat. Did you get some information? Yes or no? Did you get an answer? Yes or no? Okay, I'm reading these right now. Melanie said, when in my heart with eyes closed, I saw swirling purple. When in my head with closed eyes, solid purple. That was all I got in both spaces. Awesome, Melanie. It's so awesome that you noticed that. And does swirling purple have a meaning for you and solid purple have a meaning for you? Is this symbolic, and do you have meanings for those symbols? And if you don't, that's okay. And if you do, then you're going to get a little more information. And Melanie, if you don't, it might be as simple as going back in and asking for more information about swirling purple and more information about solid purple. There's some other things I'm thinking of too, but those are the things right now. Okay, we got a yes. They got answers. They got an answer. Yes, yes, yes. No clear answer. Oh yeah, Melanie, no clear answer. Okay, that's okay. You're in the process of, it's like discovering how to use your intuition and read and interpret your intuition. I got a lot more detail than just yes or no. Excellent. My heart, I heard no. In my head, I heard hell no. Well, then I think you know your answer. That's awesome. Okay. Somebody else said I got answers and new questions. Jody, that's so good. I mean, all of you are so good but it's just like, I forgot that that's even possible to get even more questions that come up. Can't you just feel the wonderment and evolution of you with that? I could cry thinking about it. It's so exciting. Okay, let's see if I need to ask you anything. I had a couple things I wanted to ask you. Oh, did you get an answer? That was one. Here's the next one. Jody already answered it one way. Did you get different? Was the information different, or did it feel different from what you did in your heart and what you did in your head? Were they different, or did they feel exactly the same? So same or different feelings, thoughts, images. Yeah, you're welcome, Jody. Somebody said, I heard, of course you are. That's so great. Okay, so somebody said that it felt the same for them to be in their head space and their heart space. Somebody else said it felt different, but the same answer. Cool. There's no right way. I'm just asking you to explore yourself, see how you're wired, and we need to start interpreting like you knowing yourself so well. That's when you get really good at getting the answers, because you know how you're wired and you know your symbols. Awesome, Melanie. Awesome, Jennifer. Okay. So what was the goal today? Come with a question, leave with an answer. Did that happen today? Did you get an answer to your question? Yes, no, or maybe. Type that in the chat. Yes, I got it. Yes, no, or maybe. That you got an answer to your question. Yes, no, or maybe. Jody says yes. Yes, I also have new questions. I had different information in both areas, both providing valuable insight. Julie, you and many others are perfect example of we've got the answers. I could cry, you guys. This is so good. I'm talking about me, not just you, what I'm about to say right now. How many times do you choose to get online, Google something, get a book? I'm pointing at me mostly. How many times do we default to going outside of ourselves to get the answer? How many times do we do that? I've done it several times today already. And then look what we just did. Look what we just did. We just came back into ourselves. We just doing this together today reminded us we got the answers. And I'm not saying coaches and mentors and get books. Those are amazing things too. But we are freaking amazing too. And I think maybe we should always just start with us, asking ourselves, getting clear about us and who we are. And then maybe from that point, we go and reach for the things. That sounds like a better idea, doesn't it? Okay, awesome. Was this helpful today? You guys are amazing. I absolutely love you. Somebody just said, trust your gut. It's so true. Now, you know what? That was part of the meditation. But when I was in my head, I heard, stop. That's enough for them today. So I trusted my gut, trusted the information. Thank you so much for being here. Here's what we're doing. I know many of you are already there. I have a membership called Intuition Circle. It is a psychic and intuitive development membership. This month, the rest of August and next month, we are focused on practicing mediumship. So talking to loved ones who've crossed over, but we're also doing something I don't think I've ever done before. We're doing the inner work. We're going to be doing more of this, tapping into our own selves, looking at, we're learning to hear ourselves, trust ourselves. But I also in September want to do some shadow work. I want us to learn how to go inside and be okay inside, and then start seeing some stuff that's maybe that we've had in the shadows we all have this stuff. And that's what we're going to do in September. Again, I've never done it. I call it the inner work, but we're going to do it inside of Intuition Circle. If you are interested in joining for a month, it's a month-to-month basis. If you are interested and would like to join for that month, say me in the chat, ME, and then I'll know to come back and get you the link that you can join Intuition Circle. You are welcome to join. If you find it valuable, you can stay. It's $47 a month. If you find it's not valuable for you, you can leave at any time. you are welcome to try it for a month. And if it's not for you, we will give you your $47 back. But again, I can send you that link if you say me in the chat, and I will make sure to get it to you. I'll either DM you or I'll maybe just put it right here inside the chat. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. We'll continue to do work like this, but we're going to go full on inside of Intuition Circle, consistently working week for the entire month on the inner work. I'm really excited because I'm going to go off the rails again. Even though Intuition Circle is learning to develop your intuition, but really that's just learning for you to go in and trust your own guidance. That's really all it is. And then we share that guidance with others and get feedback that our guidance had value. And then that helps us trust our own guidance for ourselves even more. It builds our own belief in ourselves through the community of practice. There's that piece. Once we start to get into ourselves, it's a really safe time then to maybe look at some limits that we've placed on ourselves through conditioning and lots of other things. It's a real good time to go in and do some inner work. And when we start to put some light on maybe some shadow pieces, our life then even grows and expands even more. I love it. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I will send you the link to inside of Intuition Circle. Awesome, Julie. I'm so glad you're there. I hope you love next month. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye.